Good morning, everyone, and welcome to This Day.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday, and it is December 17th.
It is, yes.
And it is National Maple Syrup Day. As you can
Yes.
see here, we have our maple syrup from Trader Joe's, which you said was your favorite.
I do. Yeah, that's where I buy it
So
from.
anyway, we're going to tell you a little bit about that in just a bit.
All right, very good. Great stuff. You got to buy the real stuff. All right. On our show today from East West Medical Center, we have Dr. Tong, and I'm not sure if they're both coming on or not. We'll find out.
I don't know.
Okay, so sometimes it's Dr. Tong and Elaine Tong comes on as well. So we'll see if it's one of them or both of them. But either way, we'll get them on. And from the Florence Sylvester Senior Center, Cherie Unholz and Cheryl Whelan are coming on. This may be Cheryl's last time. I'm not quite sure. She's kind of near the end of her reign with them, so that might be kind of sad. From the Duplicate Bridge Club, Greta Shewin-Fox and Margaret Benner coming up. They have two events that are on their way over the next few weeks that they're going to talk about. And then we have a guest from Laguna Beach Community Clinic.
We have one meeting today. We have the third board meeting, which will be in the boardroom at 9:30. All right, so get those flapjacks ready, or whatever you like to put on your maple syrup on, French toast or whatever. You know, hey, Buddy the Elf likes to put it on spaghetti, so who knows? In any case, it is usually from the xylem sap of sugar maple, red maple, or black maple trees. They're just gorgeous trees. Syrup is made from, although it is not limited to those maple species. These trees in cold climates store starch in their trunks and in their roots. And in the spring, the starch is then converted to sugar that rises in the sap. The maple trees are then tapped by boring holes into their trunks, and the released sap is collected. After the sap is collected, it is processed by heating to evaporate much of the water, leaving the concentrated syrup. Now, maple syrup was first collected, processed, and used by the indigenous peoples of North America. The practice then was adopted by the European settlers, who gradually refined production methods. Now, as late as 1970, further refinements in the syrup processing were made with technological improvements. A maple syrup production farm is called a sugar bush or sugar wood. Sap is boiled in a sugar house, which is also known as a sugar shack, sugar shanty, or a cabane à sucre. So interesting names. Up until the 1930s, the United States led in maple syrup production, which was Vermont, of course. Now Canada is the world's largest maple syrup producer. So in any case, we still love our maple syrup from, Trader Joe's. So anyway, other than that, enjoy your maple syrup day.
Yeah, I love maple syrup. There's nothing like it.
Not on spaghetti, though?
I don't know about spaghetti. I did read one where, you talked about the sugar bush and all that, and I've seen pictures where these farms are, and they have hundreds of miles of tubing. They don't go out and collect from the trees that get pumped into the sugar house. And I don't know what it is, 20, 30 pounds of the raw sap. Once it's refined, you only get like 1 pound.
Oh, gosh.
It's just, that's why it's so expensive.
Yeah.
But it's an amazing process and just wonderful. You gotta love maple syrup. All right, on our show today, on our weather today, those Santa Ana winds just persisted. They kept going overnight. In fact, they were really strong. We got at our house, 20-mile-an-hour gusts. We had, it's funny, in the middle of the night, one of our chairs down on the patio, which is a plastic chair, but it just moved right across. I woke up this morning, it was on the other side of the yard, but it remained on its feet. That's what was so funny. It just got pushed across the yard. But today, we're going to start to see those breezes subside by the afternoon. Then some clouds are going to come in this evening. So mostly cloudy tomorrow, then sunny on Thursday, a little bit of everything this week. And then more clouds coming in on Friday to partly cloudy on Saturday. And we are looking right now of the chance of a little rain coming in Sunday and Monday. So the 22nd and 23rd as it stands right now. But as you know, we were supposed to get it this week, and it got pushed back. So we'll just see about that. Let's take a look around the area. Temperatures are pretty much similar to what we had. No difference because we got those Santa Ana winds. Again, they're going to come back up maybe this afternoon and then subside. Then we're going to get, by the way, onshore breezes starting tonight. So just the opposite coming in. And but again, look at Palm Springs and look at our beaches. This is very typical of Santa Ana wind conditions, where out there in Palm Springs it's cooler than it is here. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Jacobson McCall have created Agent 55, a real estate firm focused on 55-plus communities.
Agent 55 and the marketing technology allows us to deliver even more to buyers and sellers.
Everyone respects Kelly's over 30 years experience as a top sales producer and trusted expert within 55-plus communities.
Agent 55 has great knowledge of Laguna Woods.
Agent 55 offers something powerful and unique. We guarantee it. Ask us how.
Jewelry box. It's about trust.
Do you buy gold?
Yes, we do.
Do you buy diamond rings?
We do.
Do you buy watches?
We do.
Do you buy silver?
We do.
Do you buy these?
Yes, we do.
Gold, diamonds, jewelry, or sterling silver. The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest makes it easy to get top dollar for your treasures. No appointment necessary. Simply come in and walk out with money for your valuables.
Whether it's one ring or an entire estate,
We buy it all.
Did you know that the Laguna Hills Lodge was originally built as a place for relatives or friends to stay when they were visiting? In 1968, Laguna Woods' residents built the first two buildings of the lodge because they wanted a place close by for visitors to stay. Since then, the lodge has become the spare bedroom for the Laguna Woods' residents. The lodge has received the TripAdvisor Award of Excellence 8 years in a row. We invite you to stay in one of our recently remodeled garden rooms and take advantage of a special offer for Laguna Woods' residents, family, and friends.
It's not surprising that the most memorable memorials are the ones we plan ourselves. After all, who knows you better than you? So why not get a plan together and let us take care of the details? It's what we're known for. Find out how at DignityOrangeCounty.com. Only a Dignity Memorial professional can celebrate a life like no other.
The all-new 3-row Subaru Ascent. Room for up to 8 passengers. Choice of second-row captain's chairs or bench seating. Standard EyeSight driver assist technology. Coming from Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Ascent. Love is now bigger than ever.
Irvine Subaru. Get your new Subaru here with 2 years complimentary maintenance included.
Well, with me right now are the ladies from the Senior Center, and well, we'll get to this in just a moment, but you know, you've got a lot to talk about. Of course, we have Cherie and Cheryl here today, but once again, a longtime member of the Florence Sylvester is moving on.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah.
January 3rd.
Wow.
I'm out the door.
You're out the door, but
I'll be back.
You'll be back. Oh, you will?
I'll be back. Yeah, I'm going to volunteer.
Okay.
Doing blood pressures, and I'll do something in the community.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're not losing you for good.
No, you can't get rid of me.
All right, well, we'll talk about that in just a moment. I know you got stuff that you want to talk about.
Yes.
Because you've got some things that are happening, and always good stuff. You always tell us about the health news.
Lisa Gibson, our dietitian.
Yeah, I like Lisa.
She's great. She's doing a presentation today, and there's still room.
Okay.
Because sugar caused diabetes. And I think she might have treats there. So this is at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
There's always treats available.
There's always treats.
Yes,
all right.
Yes. I don't think it'll have a lot of sugar in it, though.
Okay, all right.
So anyways. And Gabby Free, she's our physical therapist from Saddleback Rehab.
Oh, she's good, yeah.
She's been coming to our center for years, and she's absolutely wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And she teaches these fall fall prevention classes, balance, and she's doing her introduction class for people that are new.
Very
That are a
good.
little concerned about their balance. You know, you might be using a cane or you've had a few falls. She's starting her
That's
new
very
class
important.
January
Yeah.
10th.
Really
you know,
good.
the falls.
I know.
The falls, it's just like you have a fall and then you get a little bit
Yeah, you do.
anxious about going over the curbs and you know,
And what
just not paying
happens,
attention.
you know, sometimes this happened when my mom was alive, happened to her. You fall again.
Yeah.
And it happens, you know, it's like the old saying, whether you ski or you're on a bike and you fall, well, being real timid again and too careful, you begin to get wobbly and you fall again.
Yeah.
And
It's almost like a trickle-down effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, so that's a good one.
There's a class, I forgot to bring a flyer, but in January, is it January 7th?
January 7th.
We're having the DMV come to
That's
our
right.
senior
That's a
center.
good one.
And Rod Carew's going to be there. He's
Rod-
going to be
the Rod
talking
Carew?
The Rod Carew will be there
Wow.
talking.
Yeah, and he's going to be talking about organ donations.
Okay.
But we're also going to be
Wow.
having real ID discussion.
Ah, that's a good one.
So make sure you come to our senior center, pick up a flyer, want to get them out, and sign up for that class. It's going to be
Yeah,
popular.
that's a good one. I think my in-laws went, maybe going today to do it, and then my wife is going to do it when her time comes in February. And I've heard different things on it because they said they went online. It was taking them 2 hours to do it online, you know, to get all the forms. And I'm like, I don't think it should take that long. Just to pre-fill out the forms. You can't get it online. You have to go in person. But
interesting, because I'm doing that right now.
yeah, okay.
So 2 hours? Wow.
What's complicated for you? 'Cause you're Canadian.
Yes, I am a Canuck.
You're a Canuck.
Yeah,
No,
but I'm American too.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
All right, and we got lots of things. I mean, look at the
I
plethora
know.
of
We do.
flyers you have.
So our Christmas lunch is this Friday. So if you haven't signed up and you'd like to join us, please let
There's
us
still
know.
room.
We
Great.
still have just a little bit of room left. I was
Okay.
updated, and we probably got 20 signups within the last 2 days.
Okay.
So it starts to pick up towards
And what is
the
that
end.
again? What day?
It's on Friday at
This
11:30.
Friday, okay.
And we're going to have Santa Claus there, and we will be raffling off gifts that day too.
Really
so,
good.
Raffle, but we
Very good.
all the fall, I guess.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Really nice gifts.
Yeah.
So, and then we
Still get
have,
tickets.
yeah, of course, our Hanukkah is on Monday, December 23rd. So please join us for that.
Okay.
And then most importantly, we have my favorite time of the year.
And what's
that's
that?
Elvis's birthday coming up
Ah.
on January 8th. We have the OC Elvis, and he is coming.
That'll be fun.
I swear, you close your eyes and it sounds like Elvis. I've heard so many
And this
people
is,
say that.
you have them during lunch or later on?
During lunch.
Wow.
So 11:30 on January 8th, you know,
good.
That'll
get
be a lot
in
of fun.
there. Yes, because we will sell out on that one too.
Really good, yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
So lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff. I mean, I could go on more. We have bingo on Thursdays. We'd like more people to attend our bingo.
And what time is that?
It's
usually?
at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And again, there's treats available.
Okay, so
Usually
you know you can
pie
come for
cake.
lunch and then roll right into bingo.
And that's what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Lots going on.
So we're going to get back to Cheryl now because how long have you been with the Senior Center in Agewell?
24 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I started when I was 20.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's right. You did.
And yeah, it's been a kick. So I really like what I do. And that's going to be the hard part because,
Yeah.
you know, you get to know your clients.
Right.
You get to know the people in the senior center and the staff. So that's what I'm going to miss.
But it sounds
I'm not
like
going to miss the paperwork.
right. Nobody
And
misses
the politics and the fundraising and all that.
But you are, if I'm right, you're an RN, right?
Yes.
So are you? But you're still going to come back and kind of volunteer and help
Yeah,
out.
I'm going to do.
That's good.
I'm going to do blood pressures and fill in when they're not available. And I'm looking in the community. I think I'm going to volunteer, do something.
Here, or with the
Well,
community, or within the community.
It might be here. I'm going to have a little discussion this afternoon with that about
Fantastic.
That.
So I have
Yes.
a feeling we'll see you back again.
You can't get rid of me.
Yes. I hope
wouldn't
so.
want to.
That'll be really nice. I mean, I'm not happy you're retiring, but I'm happy you are for your
Yes.
own, but you're still going to be involved somehow.
Yes.
Very good. good. I mean, it's been a pleasure being with you, of course, with Shirley and all. And you got great people that are coming up. We've got a couple of them over here that we'll meet probably next time around, probably in January, right?
Yeah.
And, all the stuff will continue to go on, but, you're going to be missed greatly.
Thank you.
Oh,
yeah, you really will
I'm
be.
going to miss everything.
Yeah, you will. But
You too. Your ties. I always like to comment on your
yes.
ties.
The new people have to know that I'm very nice to Cheryl as I was Shirley. I never kid with them and never. You're gonna have to get used to that. Sure, he did.
Right away.
Yeah, but it's just a fun atmosphere to have you both on, and everybody from the Senior Center. So.
Thank you, Kim.
All right.
She will be so missed.
Yes. Well, we'll see you. I think we'll see you.
I think you
I
will.
think you will.
We'll make sure of it.
All right, but I got to get a hug.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Good to see you, Cherie. Always good to see you. We'll see you in a couple of weeks, and we'll begin to meet the people that are, I won't say take your place, but move into this position of being on the air with us. So, great. You take care. You too, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Vince Ferragamo. I spent some of my best years as an NFL quarterback, but today I've got a new team, and we're helping seniors who spent their best years fighting for our country, defending our freedom, and informing the nation. Our hometown heroes need help. AgeWell Senior Services is their lifeline. Nonprofit AgeWell can do all of this because you care enough to give. Please join me in supporting AgeWell. Donate today.
Over 25 years, we have worked hard to make Brilliant Smile the premier dental office in Laguna Woods. We take the extra time to understand our patients' special needs and always perform the highest quality dental work at affordable prices in a relaxing and friendly environment. There is no need to refer our patients to anybody else. We perform everything from cleaning all the way to the implant and sinus surgeries all under one roof. Stop in or call and experience the Brilliant Smile difference.
At our new Memorial Wave Imaging Center in Laguna Woods, formerly Orange County Diagnostics, you can expect the same precise imaging, multiple modalities for your imaging needs, and the same friendly staff with medical providers like Dr. Syed Shirokni. The Laguna Woods Transportation Service offers convenient access right to our door, and we continue to provide the care and compassion that you expect from our new Wave Laguna Woods location.
Noel, audiologist and owner of Amazing Hearing. As an audiologist, I have the education and expertise to assess, diagnose, and treat hearing loss. Hearing aids are only one part of the treatment process. The way we have been taught to fit, counsel, and use hearing therapy is what makes us different. Amazing Hearing, audiologists with the education, expertise, and empathy to change how you hear.
Well, look at these ladies all dressed up for the holidays here. Looking wonderful. We have Greta and Margaret
and you look
me.
at this bow tie.
Yes, you like that?
I do.
Although I like the vest you have on.
Oh, thank you.
That's really nice. Yes. Well, of course, they're with the Bridge Club here. And today we're talking about a few things that are coming up over the next few weeks. Well, one is not until February, But Margaret, you are going to start doing, you do the bridge basics, right?
I do the beginning bridge classes, yes. And the first full week of January, so that would be Monday evening the 6th and Friday morning the 10th, I'm starting the series over again. And it's particularly designed for folks who always wanted to play bridge and never had a chance. And folks who maybe played in college or when they were younger, and then they have dropped it for many, many years, and they want to come back, and they want to start with the basics, which is always a great idea.
Yeah.
And also,
really good.
I'm finding the classes are helpful for folks who really have played for many years, but either, you know, kind of made up their own way of doing things, and now they can't find a partner who can work with them on that. And so it's really been helpful for those reasons, too.
This is good because for people who want to play bridge, they've always thought, you know, how do I even begin? And yeah, you can do online stuff. There's plenty of YouTube videos, but I don't think it's the same as getting together with people
I think they
and
need
doing
the
things
hands-on,
step by
exactly.
step. Yeah.
And the only way you're going to meet a partner is by starting with the folks who are wanting to play bridge also.
Yeah. And when you say a partner, do you mean that, because this is something that I don't know. I know in bridge you have partners.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean you stick with the same partner all the time?
Oh, no. No. For the most part, you don't. But if you find a good partner, you hold on to them for dear life. Because that really catapults you, it can catapult you to a whole different level. I mean, there are some people who are just naturally wonderful at bridge. You know, they have brilliant minds, and they retain the information, and they're really good at counting. You know, you have to count the cards, you have to count the points. You know, there's a lot of counting that goes on. And people who are really sharp and can really focus make wonderful bridge partners. Yeah. And I just happen to have two myself. So
very good. All right, so that is happening on January, and it's going to be, you have on here Monday or Fridays?
Yes, Monday
evening. Can you come
evening.
to both, or?
It's the same class. Yeah, and you can come to, thank you for bringing that up, because if you sign up for the Monday classes, and then for some reason you can't come on that Monday, you can come Friday morning. And conversely, if you know you're not going to be able to make the Friday morning class, you can come to the Monday evening class. And you can also come to both if you really want to be reinforced and, you know, meet people from both classes.
So the first class would be a Friday, just the way the month runs?
The first class
you're not doing,
The first class is Monday the 6th.
Okay,
and
so
the repeat
you're skipping that Friday.
is Friday morning, yes.
All right, good to know. Very good. I really encourage people, if you want to learn to play this game, you've got a wealth of talent and information here, and nice people that will kind of hold your hand, so to speak, figuratively and literally.
Absolutely, yes, yes.
So, Greta, what have you got going on? I see, I know you've already got a lot of things to talk about, and there's an event that'll be coming up in February, but you've got a New Year's Eve party coming up.
Oh, yes, big New Year's Eve party, and it starts at 6 p.m.
Okay.
It's BYOB, bring your own beverage.
Okay.
So, you know, if you really want to have a good time. And it will be a championship game, which is of a value because everyone's trying to achieve so many master points.
So this won't be just a party,
it'll be a party, plus it'll be a bridge game.
Okay.
And it will conclude at 10:30, so you get out before the wild people are on the road.
Okay. So it'll conclude at 10:30 at night.
Yes.
So this is going to be an evening. Wow.
Well, there is a day game also that day. It's a Tuesday, so there's the regular day game beginning at 12:30.
Okay.
But it's a special game that night.
Yes.
That'll be fun.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
And depending on what the BYOB is, how much card playing actually happens. And, or how much good card playing actually happens.
And then there is another game on New Year's Day, and that's also a championship game. So they could come New Year's Eve, they come New Year's Day to the club and earn master points and have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can BYOB on New Year's Day.
All right.
We're not that lenient.
Then you have Joan Anderson's pregame.
Yeah, she's going to be doing pregame lectures every Monday in January, and we will have a sign up, I think probably starting at 11:30 in the morning. So that's something special she's doing for the club. And then we have Steve Johnson is going to be continuing on our brush up on basics, and his topic in January is limit raises, which is really good. So this is for advanced beginners, anyone who feels they need some help with their game. his lecture or his workshop is January 8th, a Wednesday.
Okay, and then on Tuesday, February 4th, you're having a special guest coming on, right?
Oh, we are. He's a world famous winner of 20 national titles, two-time world champion, and he's coming in and doing this session for us from 9 to 11:30, and there will be, like before we start that, there will be a special half hour for people to have coffee and so forth to start off with. So we request that people do pre-register for this, and the deadline for pre-registration is the 25th if they want to go for this rate. It's a little pricey, but I think it's well worth the money.
Okay.
I feel I'm going to attend
That's
that.
the 25th of January because the event is February 4th.
Okay.
Yes.
So, so let me get that straight. On the 25th of January is kind of like what you got to register by?
The deadline to register.
To register for his
pre-register.
event on February 4th. Got it.
Right.
Okay.
That's just to give us some idea of how much food to order.
Yeah.
Now, do we welcome walk-ins? Absolutely, we always do.
Yeah,
Sure.
but it'll be nice. It'll be a great speaker. You know, food and just a lot of fun.
Yeah, it will be. It'll be great. And I have not met the man, but I've heard so many good comments about him. So I'm sure this is going to be something that'll be worthwhile for our members and those from the outside who would like to come in. And,
very
get
good.
this.
Well, I've got to say, you know, you ladies this past year, I think that you've just amped up everything with the Bridge Club.
Oh, absolutely.
You've really added a lot of events, a lot of classes, which I think are very important. Instead of doing it just once a year, you've afforded people the opportunity to learn to play the game throughout the year. And I think that's
we're
really
trying to
important.
provide them with opportunities to utilize their skills.
Yeah.
You know, once you learn the game, that's not even half the battle.
Right.
You know, the real trick is to get in there and start playing.
Yeah.
You learn by making mistakes, basically, in bridge.
Of course.
As with almost anything.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you for coming on. It's always good to see you.
Great, yeah.
And I know that the next time you come on, you'll still have the February 4th event that we can talk
true.
about.
So we'll talk about that again.
Yeah. So
okay,
very good.
All right.
Greta, Margaret, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ken.
you.
You take care.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you, and we'll be back.
Thank you.
Holiday season is near, and Diane's Hallmark is your one-stop shop for the special people in your life. We have beautiful, unique gifts and decorations, women's clothing, religious items, cards, of course, and a wide selection of amazing, fun items you must see to believe. Come see why so many of your neighbors come to Diane's Hallmark for their holiday needs. Diane's Hallmark is close by in Laguna Niguel. Stop in to see our broad selection of year-round and seasonal gifts and cards.
Individual care, specialized care. At Harvard Eye Associates, your vision and quality of life can be trusted to a group of specialists that provide advanced technology for the treatment of cataracts, including laser-assisted surgery, a broad range of intraocular lenses, and astigmatism correction. Come join the circle of care at Harvard Eye Associates, where the future of vision is today.
Envision, the eye doctor's #1 choice.
We are a community of surgeons and optometrists dedicated to helping you live better by seeing better.
We offer advanced lens options to fit your lifestyle. We also offer the latest in laser technology for cataract surgery. We are Envision, the eye doctor's #1 choice.
With clear vision, all things are possible. To schedule your appointment, contact us at 866-599-2740.
At Freedom Village Assisted Living, we provide loving care and support when your loved one needs it most. We believe in laughing more and caring more. Dining will be an experience, not just a meal. We offer opportunities to create new memories. Your family will feel like they are part of our family as we work toward creating an extraordinary difference in lives worth living. To schedule a tour and complimentary lunch and for more information, please call us at 949-340-8108 or visit our website, freedomvillage.org.
The best workout machine is one that will get you results fast and is one that you'll actually want to do. Introducing the Body Power Step Track, the affordable 2-in-1 alternative that puts you ahead of the curve. With the Curve Crank technology, it's designed to combine cardio and strength training into one machine. Step Track gives you 8 levels of magnetic resistance and is professional designed with high-intensity training workouts that take just 12 minutes a day. So what do you have to lose besides your excuses? Step up and get ahead of the curve.
Dr. Yi-Wing Tong and Dr. Elaine Tong specialize in treating chronic pain and other disorders without drugs or surgery. Our therapy uses anesthetic injections to enhance acupuncture, curing disorders by restoring circulation and health. Most of our patients have tried all kinds of therapies without benefit, but obtained relief with their first treatment. Whether you are suffering from chronic pain, mental disorders, or simply wanting to maintain optimal health, we are here to help. Call today for your free phone consultation.
Welcome back. Well, we have Dr. Elaine Tong here, who is with East West Wellness. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So I know we were talking a little bit about a different subject before this subject, but which we'll look forward to next year. So
Yes.
we'll bring you something really exciting next year. But more importantly, we are going to be eating an awful lot of heavy food. We already started with Thanksgiving, so now we're going to have Christmas and Hanukkah and a variety of other things which bring a lot of bread and a lot of heavy food. So tell me what we should be careful about.
So first I just want to talk about digestion a little bit. You know, digestion, there's really kind of a balance between, you know, eating things that are too hot, too cold, and in Chinese medicine, the digestive system is represented by the earth element. So like the earth, for plants to grow, you know, the soil can't be too wet, it can't be too dry. You know, you have to have just the right amount of nutrients for the plants to grow. And same for when we eat, the food we eat, the digestive system needs to be strong, not too hot, not too cold, not too dry, not too wet, for us to utilize the food that we eat properly and absorb and, you know, make us strong.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I want to talk about with that. So the things that weaken our digestive system is obviously eating too many sweets, too much, as well as eating when you're angry, eating when you're stressed, eating with people you don't like.
Wait a minute. What does that do?
So it's an emotional thing. So eating, the emotions associated with digestion is worry and stress. So when you're with someone that you don't care to be with, it already kind of makes you stressed out, gives you some anxiety, and so your digestion cannot properly absorb the nutrients that you're eating. Okay, and before, you know, skipping meals was a bad thing, but you know, the big thing right now is intermittent fasting for weight loss, which actually has been shown to be actually very beneficial because as a society we eat too much. If you agree with that, so for men they say it's 16 hours. You know, so say from 8 to 12 the next day. If you fast, it gives your digestion a break, and also prevents your pancreas from having to secrete too much insulin, and that's when you start seeing, you know, pre-diabetes, glucose impairment, glucose intolerance, you know, and as you get older, that is definitely an issue.
So when you do an intermittent fasting, would it just be water allowance or really nothing at all?
You can actually have coffee. You can have like an energy drink. You know, if you're taking fiber that has like, and actually I do recommend that, you know, first thing in the morning, because sometimes when your body's trying to get used to it, you do get hungry. So you want to listen to your body. If you're hungry, you can eat a little bit. You know, I would have like even a piece of toast. I mean, carbs are not bad.
Okay.
It's just too much. Everything is about balance. So you're actually carbs, the right kind of carbs are good to strengthen and ground the digestive system.
Right.
So carbs I'm talking about are like, you know, your yams, sweet potato, carrots, okay, and the root vegetables, acorn, and then any beans and legumes. Those are all very, very good for the stomach. Okay. And fruit, whole fruit, better than juice, because juice you're getting a lot of just the sugar.
Sugar, yeah.
And the fiber is what helps maintain the regularity.
Right. Well, when we have meat, I mean, there's going to be lots of different kinds of meats that people might consume. Are there various things that we should be considering there?
So meat is actually not a bad thing. We actually do need, and I know a lot of people want, they're going towards plant-based, but some people just do need meat. If you tend to be more anemic, if you tend to be more cold, that is when protein is very, very important.
I see.
Because that helps to, animals have that yang energy. When we talk about yin and yang, animal energy is yang energy. And that's why people who are anemic have cold hands, cold feet, because they probably don't have enough of the iron from the meat.
So that's interesting. So would you have to be anemic though, to not have that good circulation or be cold?
Not necessarily. That's when that's when you're really kind of one step even further with the deficiency of the yang energy. Then you would start seeing anemia, which can most likely be from vitamin B12 deficiency or iron deficiency. So those are the two,
Do you guys test for that? Like when somebody comes in, would you test for something like
Absolutely. So we do the regular blood panel.
Okay.
We check for anemia. I usually will check vitamin B12 or iron if I see some type of anemia to look for that.
Okay. Yeah. Now, you did talk a little bit about some of the foods that are good for digestion. As a whole, what are some of the good things that we can eat that strengthen our digestion? Not just help it, but actually strengthen it.
So like what I talked about, complex carbohydrates, so the root vegetables, carrots, sweet potatoes, yams. Beans and legumes are really good. And then meat, like I said. And you can add a little bit of sweetener. The best would be the raw. Raw honey or raw sugar is the best. Stevia is not bad either, but I would stay away from, NutraSweet, all those types of things that have saccharin, they have been shown to be cancer causing.
Like aspartame's not really great either, right?
No, it's not.
And that's in a lot of diet drinks.
So that's another thing. Diet drinks are the worst thing, worse than regular drinks. And I don't know, a lot of people don't know that actually.
They don't, and they will go for the diet drink as opposed to the regular drink. So you say that sugar, you just have the natural sugar as opposed to the artificial.
Right, it's worse, and they've actually shown people who are, it becomes addicting, the diet drinks, and people actually have had neurological issues, numbing of the hands and feet, weakness from drinking too much diet drinks because from the aspartame. Yes, they've actually, I think they've done studies, yes.
Yes. And then, so let's say someone comes to you guys and they're having some digestive issues. Obviously, you'll talk to them a little bit about their habits. What can you do though in your facility that helps aid them? Are you able to provide supplements or?
Right, so supplements, for me, I've always grown up with a slower digestive system. So everyone who has a weak digestive system, most everyone, even if your digestive system is strong, should be on a probiotic.
Okay.
Everyone, the medicine was always about antibiotics. That was the big thing, with Louis Pasteur, antibiotics, that was the big thing. But actually, we've taken so much antibiotics that we've kind of really depleted the gut of the normal flora, which is so important, not only for digestion, but for immune health, for respiratory health, and gut health, obviously. So a good probiotic is really important, and there's so many out there now. I try a lot on my own. There's some that need to be refrigerated, some that don't. Besides a probiotic, digestive enzymes help to aid in digestion. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is a lot of people come in, on antacids, proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux. And actually, the counterintuitive part is actually when people have that problem, they actually need more acid. So we have supplements that actually increase the acid in your stomach to help aid in digestion, because that acid reflux that you're getting is from food that's not digesting. So that helps to aid in that. And besides that, we also do our treatment, which my father, Dr. Tong, has come in to talk about. We inject where you have a lot in the abdomen, where you have blockages. It's going to be tender. And most people who have digestive issues usually have stress. And that stress is the #1 issue, irritable bowel syndrome, alternating constipation, diarrhea. So we also have to treat the liver, which controls stress, depression, anger, all those things that happen when we're stressed in our life.
So in addition to the injections, I know you guys talk a lot about acupuncture as well.
Yes.
Is it in combination of the two, or do you just do one or the other?
We do both.
Okay.
So the acupuncture is kind of we do after the injections. The injections are more powerful actually, but the acupuncture actually kind of helps seal the deal. It seals everything, it enhances, it reinforces what we do. We do a lot in the ear now, which is actually very powerful, even more than I feel like for the body, because it's very, very strong. And so, you know, some people, I've had a patient that he had gastroparesis from chemo, to take away a tumor, so his gut just went crazy from 18 months of chemo, and he could not eat. He lost 30 pounds, and he would be very nauseous. So that's a weak digestive system, because food is always supposed to go down, not up. So when food comes up from nausea, vomiting, acid reflux, that's a rebellious stomach, rebellious digestion. So I put in a needle there for nausea, and it's immediate.
That's great.
It's instant, yes.
So you choose the ear as opposed to, I know some folks have talked about the foot having a lot of those components that's attached to different organs.
Right, like reflexology.
Correct.
I mean, putting a needle in the foot is painful, so.
I can imagine. I know they're little needles, but still, it's gotta hurt.
The feet really hurt. I mean, that's one place that we rarely inject, but the ear is just, you know.
Just a quick one.
Right,
Okay.
so that's kind of how we combine it with the injections and to get that result. And once we open up the circulation, you do give the supplements and herbs to help strengthen. So the supplements help if you're deficient in something. So say vitamin B12, obviously you're taking it.
Right.
The herbs that are kind of like digestive formulas help to enhance the function, strengthen the digestion in general. Yeah. So, you know, someone who comes on an antacid for a long-term or proton pump inhibitor, we definitely do need to check for deficiencies, because those medications will cause deficiencies such as vitamin B12, iron, calcium, vitamin D. So we always check those.
Now, when it comes to what we're looking forward to for the next couple weeks in terms of eating, would it be beneficial for somebody to come in and have treatments now?
Absolutely.
As opposed to after?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. It's always prevention is the best. And then you would actually be able to eat more. Not that I'm telling people to do that, but you know, so then I would, you know, increase their digestive enzymes.
Right.
If you're eating especially a heavy meal, you know, turkey dinner, and you have all the mashed potatoes, you know. And we talked about potatoes and yams being good, but the way we prepare it is not always the best. We add a lot of, you know, marshmallow sweetener. So that actually will weaken the digestive system when you put up those simple carbohydrates, simple sugars. Yeah.
Well, excellent. Well, you know, the other thing is, if they go beforehand, you can actually enjoy your food more.
Right.
Right, as opposed to feeling sick after eating it.
Right. So you'll digest better, you'll absorb better, and you won't feel as stuffed. Yes.
Exactly. Well, good. Well, thank you so much for the information.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it, and you have happy holiday.
You too, thanks.
And remember, you can eat those vegetables. Obviously, the way that you prepare them is key. But nonetheless, enjoy your holidays and go visit Dr. Elaine Tong so you can help enjoy your food better. We'll be right back.
Been coming here since about 1995, 25 years. When it comes to medicine, you have three choices. They either give you chemicals, or they cut your body, give you surgery, or you can do something about your body where you heal yourself from inside out. You reach a point of no return where you really want to end it all, because you cannot take that depression and that anxiety. That's not life. I don't think there's anybody in the world doing what he is doing. It'll only help you, and then you can phase to whatever part of your life you want to phase.
Call today for your free phone consultation.
I started Sterling Financial under the premise that there was a need for integrity in this industry as well as quality service.
There's such volatility in the stock market. One day it could be up 100 points, the next day it could be down 500 points. Well, what we like to do is be able to have people go to bed and wake up the next morning knowing that their money is safe and secure.
That's what we try to do here at Sterling Financial Advisors, is to create peace of mind and quality of life in retirement.
At LA Carpet & More, you'll find the largest selection, all at the lowest prices, every day. Now choose from dozens of top carpet and tile brands at 50% off. Or choose from our versatile waterproof wood and laminate flooring, an incredible value at 50% off. Or a complete kitchen and bath remodel in a variety of styles is now 50% off. Plus, get 5 years 0% financing. Refresh your home for less from the #1 choice, LA Carpet & More.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
The
foundation of Laguna Woods Village is unique in the nation in serving its senior population, our friends and neighbors, with temporary financial assistance. Your donations assist Laguna Woods residents in maintaining their quality of life by providing help with medical bills, food, respite care, Meals on Wheels, and other emergency needs. With Village support, the foundation continues to help our residents. Can we count on you to donate?
I just love that ring. Where'd you get it?
I got it at the jewelry box. I saw it on Facebook, and then I went in and bought it. They have the most unique, awesome pre-owned pieces for amazing prices.
With holidays here, the Jewelry Box of Lake Forest is getting into the spirit with their 1-carat diamond stud event. We're selling these dazzling diamond earrings normally priced at $19.98 for only $9.98, but only as long as supplies last.
Visit us in our store or shop our website for just arrived items.
The Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
Welcome back. Well, we have an event that we want to talk to you about from the Laguna Beach Community Clinic. We have Dr. Jorge Rubel here, who's going to tell us all about it. Thank you for being here. It's nice to have you back.
Thank you for having me back. I'm really excited to share the information on this event.
Well, it looks great. So it's your 4th annual health symposium. So tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, so the symposiums really grew out organically because we really wanted to be a source of evidence-based information, not only for our patients, but for the community, so that they can make well-informed decisions pertaining to their health. So it's grown from navigating mortality to teen mental health to addiction medicine to this year where it's centered on longevity, which ties into the clinic actually celebrating its 50th anniversary in 2020. So yeah, we'll be focusing on longevity and how do we get there, and once we're there, how do we continue to stay healthy and active in that age demographic range group.
Right. Now, you did mention something about the 90-plus group. I mean, we do have a lot of 90-year-olds here, and it's astonishing how well they are doing.
Yeah, no, I would think that a lot of the members of this community know about the 90-plus study since it's a nationally recognized study, and the individuals that made up that study actually live in this community. So Dr. Kawas is going to be our keynote speaker, and she'll be talking about that study that's actually started in Laguna Woods in 1981, where they had about 14,000 individuals fill out these surveys pertaining to their health. And then they went back in 2003 and realized that they had this wealth of information that they needed to analyze and see again what were the factors that maybe contributed to them living longer and then staying healthy. And when they went back and looked at that, they also found that there were still about 10% of those individuals were still alive, and they were age 90 and above. So I don't want to steal her thunder, but
yeah, I was going to say let's not give it all away. But nonetheless, just as a whole, what will be some of the things she is sharing with the group?
She'll be sharing some of the things that they did find in terms of what contributed potentially to them reaching that age, and again, what is contributing to them staying healthy. And then some of the stuff that has been surprising that they found that maybe they thought would have helped later on in life, but doesn't necessarily, and vice versa. Things that we think wouldn't help, but they do end up helping.
Right.
So,
oh, good. Well, I hope that glass of wine is still on the list.
Or two.
Or two, because by then you're like, whatever you want.
Yeah, you've earned it at that point.
Yeah, really, no kidding.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Again, 52 million Americans are age 65 or older, but even within that subset or that demographic range, there's a subset that's growing at a really exponential rate, and that's the individuals that are reaching 90 and above. And so again, how do we get there?
Yeah.
But not only how do we get there, but how do we stay healthy and still have that quality of life or maintain that level of interaction and being able to do the things we need to do on a daily basis.
Well, and you also probably, coming from your perspective of a clinic or a hospital or whatever is out there, you're going to have to start changing your ways of support because of that age group.
Yeah, and the clinic again is it's a patient-centered medical home. We're a federally qualified health center, which really means that we try to take care of the whole person and coordinate their care in all aspects. So it's something I think that we're really proud of. And again, it's one of the reasons why we're having this symposium.
Right.
So
let's talk about some of the panelists. You have Dr. Lisa Gibbs. What is she going to talk about?
So Dr. Lisa Gibbs, she's a family physician who is also boarded in geriatrics, and she kind of specializes also within that on the diet aspect of as we get older. She's also the director of senior for UCI at their Senior Health Center. And very proudly, she was the 2017 Orange County Physician of the Year. So we're very fortunate to have her come in and give that perspective on the panel, because once the keynote is done, we'll have a question-answer session where the people that are in attendance are able to interact with everybody there. Maybe expand on some of the topics that were brought up, and continue that dialogue. So she'll discuss again the diet aspect. We'll also have Dr. Jafari, who is a professor at UCI in their Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences. She's also the director for Center for Healthspan Sciences. And so she was specifically recruited for UCI to actually look at that, specifically the pharmaceuticals, and what could be potentially slowing down the process of aging. So that'll be a really interesting perspective, especially the amount of money that we spend on vitamins, supplements. And so I'm actually really interested to hear what she has to say. And then we'll have a personal trainer, Mr. Paul.
I saw from CrossFit. Every time I think of CrossFit, I think of, oh my gosh, that's way too intense.
And that's a misconception. I think what Mr. Greco is going to really focus on is functional fitness, meaning what are the things that we're going to have to do to really maintain our independence and quality of life at that age, whether it's getting up from a chair on your own, or out of bed, or carrying the groceries, or carrying your grandkids if you have them around. Really, what do we need to do to maintain that strength, to maintain that independence that we all want as we get older? And they modify workouts all the time to do that, but at the same time, they've got some pretty amazing members at their gym that are doing some pretty amazing things in that age demographic.
That's great. Now, let's talk a little bit about a really nice thing that you guys are going to do is complimentary transportation to and from the symposium. And what does the VIP package mean to the first 20 people?
So again, this is something that we feel is really important to the community, and it's a wealth of knowledge, and we want to make it accessible. So if the first 20 people that call in, we'll provide transportation to and from the event for them. But we'll also have some reserved seating for them at the front, so they can ask all the questions and get all the information that they need to hopefully get something out of this event, because it really is for our, the patients in the community. We put this on for them.
Excellent. So reserved seating would be calling 949-494-0761 extension 134, or they could email mprado@lbclinic.org.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much. That is great.
Yeah, thank you for having us again.
You're
welcome. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you. And remember, if you would like to be on that VIP list, make sure you email right away to mprado@lbclinic.org. We'll be right back. Nice. You did great.
Thank you.
We now know with certainty that starting screening mammograms at age 40 and repeating them yearly has the potential to save thousands of lives every year.
In patients with no risk factors, they should start annual mammography at age 40.
The Society of Breast Imaging, the American College of Radiology, the American College of OBGYN.
Okay.
Their guidelines are that an average risk woman begins screening mammogram at age 40.
Right now it's a very confusing time, not only for patients but for providers, because multiple different organizations are making different recommendations. Right now it seems as though the most general gist is women should start screening in their 50s if they're at average risk. But a lot of women are not average risk. They've delayed childbearing, till they're later in life, so that places them at increased risk. Or they've had biopsies that, show atypia, they have family history. history. So if they're not at risk, they really should start screening earlier on, like at age 40.
Women should begin their annual mammograms starting at the age of 40.
Well, early detection is key, and we recommend at BreastLink to get mammograms starting at age 40 for patients without significant risk factors for breast cancer, which is in line with the American College of Radiology, Society of Breast Imaging, the Mayo Clinic, and the American Council for Obstetrics and Gynecology.
There's so many controversies, and women are so confused. Even the doctors are confused. The biggest one that comes out right now is this 40 not 50 argument. The government committee is telling women to start mammograms at age 50. We know starting at age 40 saves thousands of lives, and yet
Our Friday movie, of course, is something Christmassy. It is Dolly Parton's Christmas of Many Colors. And it is set in 1955 in Tennessee. An unexpected blizzard threatens the Parton family, while at the same time, Dolly's father and his kids make sacrifices to raise enough money to finally buy his wife the wedding ring he could never afford to give her. Meanwhile, an important person in little Dolly's life begins to see what her amazing voice and musical gift might just be made for something bigger than rural life. And it has just a really nice cast of characters, and of course, the legendary Miss Dolly Parton will be in it as well. And that's called Christmas of Many Colors, and that'll be Friday, December 20th at 2 and 7 p.m. All right, so Ken gave us a rundown of the weather. We've got some wind, and man, all those leaves were all over the whole front yard and street and everywhere else because of the wind. So it doesn't seem to be too cold, but nonetheless, it is pretty windy. So we're looking at temperatures in the high 60s today, 67, 44, and pretty much across the whole week is only in the high 60s. Lows 48, 51, so bundle up a bit. And then around town, again, we're looking at the high 60s, especially in Palm Springs, as Ken had mentioned, 62. So there you go, 60s across the board with the exception of Big Bear at 45. So offshore winds until this afternoon, and then coastal clouds will roll in for one day. And then we're looking at clear skies the rest of the week. All right, so tomorrow we're going to have an update from GRF. We're going to have the Reform Temple, and I pray she brings me some food. I always ask for food. And then Kaiser Permanente will be on as well. So have a great day in the village, and immediately following the morning newscast will be the board meeting. So stay tuned at 9:30. We'll see you tomorrow.